So, hola amigos, I'm very happy to have Lauren Boldt here in my next interview. She's one of my inspirations in the late years because she's a very strong dancer and very creative and very good director. So I'm very excited about doing this interview today. Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Grinneli.
There's many things I would like to ask you during the interview, but I would like to start. I know that you have been born and raised in Texas, and I would like to know where you as a kid.
How was I as a
Yes.
kid? I was the type of kid that always wanted to try things, whether it was art or sports. I had a big brother who was 8 years older than me, and I looked up to him a lot and liked to annoy him and then steal his music records and listen to them. And I was very lucky because I had parents that were very supportive and encouraged me to try things. And I had grandparents that lived close by that drove me to all my activities. So I had an activity every day of the week, whether it was painting class or piano or music or soccer, gymnastics, dance.
You were always doing things.
Yeah.
What was your favorite candy?
Favorite candy?
Yeah.
Oh, probably Kit Kat bar.
Kit Kat. That's one of my favorites too. And
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that you love music, and I would like to know how you get involved. You can see the pictures because maybe you can remember something.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah.
How do you get involved to music? I think you when you were in high school?
Yeah, well, I started taking piano lessons when I was 6 and did it for a few years, and then when I was older, at 12, I started playing percussion and played percussion throughout school and high school. And in high school, marching band was very much my family, my center. We rehearsed all the time. In the summers, we rehearsed during the day, even with the drummers, and they were my best friends. I really developed a lot of teamwork and a hard work ethic for marching band. I love the feeling of working together with a team to produce this big show that was on a big football field, and I remember getting teary-eyed during some of the performances. I was a huge band nerd. Anyways, and I love rock music as well, and I love seeing shows and seeing bands that were on tour and seeing their tour buses, and I knew when I was a kid playing music that I wanted to go on tour one day, and dream came true. Yeah.
Oh, and I know that you got a scholarship to go to take a Bachelor in Percussion.
I went to Berklee College of Music in Boston and received my bachelor's degree. And it was like going to rock and roll summer camp. Every day was a ton of fun, and I had really good teachers that I studied with. African percussion and frame drum and marimba.
What's your favorite? Can you choose one, or you have many favorites?
I love Afro-Cuban percussion. But the West African Drum and Dance Ensemble that was directed by Joe Galeota was probably where I spent most of my time at Berklee and where my closest family was. And we rehearsed. We had class a few days a week, and we rehearsed at night a few days a week, and always did a big performance in the Performing Arts Center on campus. It was always really special to do. Yeah, and then I traveled to Ghana to study at the school.
To Ghana? Oh,
yeah.
That's nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I spent 3 weeks in Ghana studying African drum and dancing with my drum and dance class. Yeah, I danced in the ensemble actually, so that was fun.
Okay, I don't have pictures of that. Maybe you have to send me some to put in the...
It was before Facebook was really big, so there aren't a lot of pictures, but maybe I can find some.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
To see you.
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay, how do you get involved to Bellydance? What attracts you from these ways of performing?
Well, I remember always being attracted to them when I was a little kid and saw the belly dancers at the Renaissance fairs, which is where a lot of Americans see belly dancers. And then when I was 17, I took my very first belly dance class in Dallas at a place called The Twixt in Between with Jessica Dawn. And the next year I graduated high school. I moved to Boston and I studied with Johara, and then I was fortunate enough to go to New York and study with Keishi and Mark Mall in Boston as well. And I think for me, I was attracted by the glamour of it all, the power of it, but once I heard the music and learned how to dance to the music, I was completely hooked and completely addicted. I love the way the movements feel inside, and the movements and the music move me in the same way. It feels like a very natural partnership, and I think that was kind of the drug.
And I get that you feel the music different because you know how to play, so I think the movement comes, like as you say, more natural.
Yeah, because studying music, I learned how to read music. So I see music when I play it, even if I'm not literally seeing it, I feel like...
So you see the notes like this also?
Yeah,
movement, no?
and the patterns of the rhythm, like it's very much a visual thing for me as well as something I can hear. So when I'm creating a choreography, I like to think about the big shapes and the little shapes and the big ideas and the small details within the music that I want to highlight in the dance.
It's very, very, very nice.
It's fun.
Yes. Then I think in 2008 was when you started touring with Bellydance Superstars. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah. After going to school in Boston, it was my goal to dance with superstars, and all my friends in college would tease me about it and prank call me, as Miles Copeland saying about the gig. It's very mean until I finally got the gig, and then I showed them. Yeah, and but it took 2 years of being in LA and studying with Jillina and banging my head against the wall to get the gig. And I finally got it, and I was dreams coming true. I'm on the tour bus. And that was a huge growing experience for me to work with all those dancers at such a high caliber, and to be traveling all over the world and performing on stage night after night after night really was amazing. Yeah, dream come true.
I can literally imagine that now.
Yeah.
You're here.
Yeah.
Touring. And then I have something else to ask you about.
Oh yeah.
Running.
Yeah.
Tell me about running. How do you feel when you run? Because there must be something besides just do the sport, no?
Yeah. Running is like another form of therapy. It's dance is creative and very therapeutic, but when I'm running, I don't have to think so much.
It's like meditation?
Yeah, maybe it's more like meditation. But I love to do it, and one of my favorite things to do on tour is to go run, because I'm always in a different place and there's always something to see, a little bit of adventure involved.
We can see some of your pictures when you're running. We're like, oh, what was this?
Yeah.
It was very early in the morning.
Yeah. And sometimes it's horrible when I don't find anything but a dump, but sometimes I find really magical things and waterfalls and things like that. So.
And how much do you run?
Usually between like 4 to 8 miles normally. I don't usually do more than that.
It's enough, no?
Yeah.
I think I cannot even do one.
You well, you start small and you take it easy. But I run really slow, so it's not.
Are you in a group of running or something?
Yeah, but at home I'm in a running club and we run together every week and always in a different spot of Los Angeles. That's fun. And that's how I met my husband, so that's good. And the running club is international, so sometimes when I'm on tour, I'll find a local chapter of my running club and join them, and it's always
It's a lot of fun. And keeps you in shape, good shape.
Yeah, excellent shape.
Okay, now we move on to Bellydance Evolution.